What's going on, everybody? This is Dwayne, host of the Is It Me podcast. I want to touch on this subject real quick. Some girl that Michael B. Jordan apparently went to high school with. Um, she did an interview. I'm not sure when the interview took place, but she was basically saying, "Hey, I didn't see him becoming this big megastar in life. Back in high school, he was a lame, he was a cornball, and all this other stuff." Um, And basically, I guess they went to school together in Newark. So I'm gonna assume this was in the hood or whatever. And I seen this a lot growing up. I seen this a whole lot growing up. Girls would want you to dress a certain way. They would want you to act a certain way. Basically, the girls, especially I'm gonna keep it real, black chicks, because that's who I grew up around. Was way majority black, probably like 90 some percent black. They would want you to act and dress like the rappers. You know, it was like the craziest thing in the world. Like I remember, I used to go to school. I had I would Barry Bonds used to wear like these the earrings with the cross in it because I played baseball growing up. And I remember I came to school with that on, and a girl was just like trying to clown me for it. I'm like, you know, and so I told her, I was like, "Oh, what you want me to do? Give me a big old diamond earring like these crumb bum rappers that that you probably idolized and then got on your posters at home? Nah, I ain't gonna do that." And I also remember a time having coming to school with a V-neck on, like a V-neck T-shirt. Now it probably don't seem like a big deal because people wear even urban kids, they'll wear Levi's or V-neck shirts and stuff like that. But back then, I came to school with that V-neck. It was all types of I'm not gonna say jokes because people didn't clown me because I was real good at doing what we call playing the dozens. I was real good at getting on people, but I would get like slick comments from girls about like why would I put that on and whatnot. But if I would have came to school in some 3X jersey, that that would have been all fine because I would have been looking like everybody else. That's the problem that this girl had with Michael B. Jordan. He was different. I'm not gonna say he was different. He was just being himself. He wasn't trying to be like everybody else, and that wasn't appealing to her. And it's probably a really good thing that he missed out on those types of women early in his life because if you got to pretend to be somebody else just to get someone or to have people interested in you, you don't need those type of women around you. That you really don't need those types of friends around you. If you can't, if people can't like you or love you for being yourself, then you do not need them in your life at all. So trust me on this. Yeah, stuff will come back to haunt you. You know. So I know this. I know they was talking about how he used to get teased for walking around with his headshot, for his photography headshot, for his acting and stuff like that. Like now, this dude he's turned into the a real life superhero. He's about as well, I'm not gonna. He's about as close to like a superhero, like a black superhero, as we're gonna get. And he's doing it. I've always liked his work. Fruitville Station. I liked him in Hardball. Creed one was real good. The job he did in the job he did in Black Panther was excellent. You see the what did it for him was the Black Panther role. That's what got black women up in arms about him and talking about how he's so sexy. It wasn't the fact that he was just such a good actor or his body and this, that, and the third. It was the fact that he had to portray himself as some top flight super goon, like in this picture right here. That's what turned a lot of black women on to him. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I When I watched it, he did an incredible job because you can tell that's not his personality, you know, and you could tell also that he was probably like he probably had a lot of inspiration about around for that character around people that he grew up around. He probably took bits and pieces of guys that he knew from the neighborhood growing up, and he put it into that character because he did way too good a job. The that's that's what they like. They wanted everybody to be. They wanted in high school. They wanted everybody to dress like Cameron. They wanted everybody to be able to play basketball like Kobe Bryant. It's just black women have these unrealistic expectations of a mate in life. They want that's why they fall for so many drug dealers. Like you sit up here dating this guy that's sitting up here, selling drugs. I understand probably at like late teens you can get fooled into it, but I'm talking about women that's in their mid 20s, early 30s. They still go for it. You know that this guy ain't going nowhere in life. Why is you sitting up here having kids, more kids by him? You know, when he does get locked up, you're sending him money, and you pretty much wasted all your good years. And then when the guy is finally done with you and leaves you, or he gets sent up north to do a 20-year bid or something like that, you're in your 30s. You want to go find the nice guy from high school that's probably doing well, that's probably well off in life. Now you're looking for stability after you done sit up here and had all this drama in your life. Now you want guys like Michael B. Jordan to come save you from the woes of single motherhood or or singleness. Period. It shouldn't happen. It's not gonna happen. That's not the way life works. You know, get to know somebody, even though they might not be your type. Don't always wait for guys to approach you. If you see a guy, even if he might not be your type, get to know him. You never know what can happen. You might hit it off. After a week or two, you might start seeing stuff that you have with that in common with that person, and you might be compatible. Instead of just looking at, oh, this guy has on these pair of $200 Jordans and he dresses like this, or this guy has this types of car. Look for people who are look try to find someone who has the capability of helping you excel in life, not just not just somebody who's looking good at the moment. So that's pretty much all I had to say about that. Yeah, it was funny when I read the story. I'm like, how even if you perceive him as being corny in high school, who are you to judge him or to call him a name or something like that? Well, like, what made him corny? Because he didn't hang around you. So that's I always found that kind of funny. If you if you're not doing what everybody else is doing, they try to call you names and stuff like that. But we see where a lot of those people end up in life. But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. If you like the video, hit that like and subscribe. Thanks for checking it out. Peace.